Hi there, advanced graphics students. As promised, your final video from me. Today, we're going to start by creating a 3D styled text that we have hand drawn. So I want to show you my text here first. So you can see this is just pen on paper, and just made a whole bunch of these and then picked a couple that I thought I liked the best. So you can see, so my thought for this was that I was going to start by using my wife's name for our logo. So it's Helen. And then I thought maybe I'll try initials, and maybe I'll try different things. So our last name, which I kind of like, but it's a little long for what I want to do here. And then I also thinking about like unique kind of styled letters, and I felt like this H was really cool, so I wanted to use that, and I really like the loopy letters here, so I stuck with this one. And so as you can see, I brought in these as JPEGs, just photographs of the ink on paper, and then I'm going to use those as a lockdown template. After I have that, I'm going to create a new layer. On my new layer, I use my pen tool or pencil tool, one of those, or curvature tool, or whatever tool it is that you use to draw things. That's what you're going to do here. And I started drawing these lines. And what you're going to want to do is, if you can keep a couple of simplified lines. So we don't want to get crazy here. And so I'm really just trying to pick this apart and like, okay, so now I have this piece as a single line. This will have to be a single line, and this will have to be a single line. But this piece here can be a single line all the way through, which is what I did. So then I only have 1, 2, 3, and then 4 line segments. If I include this one is one big one here. Okay, and so that's what I did, and I'm not going to do it all again. I'm just going to do the one here, and I'll show you what to do, and then you can just repeat it. So I have this one line segment here, which is good, and then I don't need this drawing anymore. After you have all your lines drawn, you don't need this background drawing, so I'll shut that off, and then I just have this right back here. And you can't see it because it has no stroke and no fill, which is fine because we're going to deal with that in just a minute here. I'm going to take my ellipse tool here and draw a small ellipse, and I'm just going to do it out of the way here. I'm going to hold shift while I draw this and create this real small little ellipse. And in that ellipse, I want to create a gradient swatch on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my gradient tool with this highlighted, click on this bar, and that's going to already apply this gradient. I'm going to do something different just because I can. So let's go ahead and do this color here, and maybe have it go to a red here, like that. And I can adjust how dark I want it here. If you notice, it adjusts it. You can see how it looks. We'll put it right in the middle. Yeah, so now I have my gradient. Click on my circle. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it, and I'm going to duplicate it. I'm just going to highlight it. So select it like that. Hold your Option key and get the double arrow. See that double arrow right there? Click and drag, and I'm going to hold Shift and pull these apart like that. I'm going to select them both. I'm going to go Object, Blend, Blend Options. Now, one thing I've learned is that it depends on how long the piece is that you're trying to fill with. So this one single line that I'm drawing here, I'm only going to do like 200 steps here. So I'm clicking here on specific steps, and I'm going to do 200. If it's a longer line, you're going to need more, even up to like 1,000. So I'll show you that in just a second. Hit OK. And now we go Object, Blend, Make. And it'll blend it together. And so what's happening here is there are a whole bunch of circles here so close together that you can't even see the separation between them. Now, I'm going to zoom back out. And so I have this little piece here, and I have my line segment here. See it right there? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this guy, and shift click on this line here. So they're both clicked at the same time, highlighted, selected, right? Then you're going to go Object, Blend, and you're going to say Replace Spine. And now what was here is now on this single piece here. Now, you can actually almost see some of the stripes in there of the circles. So maybe 200 might not be enough. You might have to do 300 on that, and that's okay. Here, so I'm going to turn this layer back on. When I do this piece here, this drawing here, that's this long, I noticed, and actually, you know what, I'll do a quick little, just a pencil. It's not going to look very good, but let's just do this, just so you can get the idea of what I'm talking about here. Doing that really quick with a mouse here. Oh, messed that end up, but that's all right. Okay, so let's say we have that, and we want to put this same thing onto here. So I can click on this one and then click on this one, and I could say, hey, Object, Blend, and Replace Spine, and it's going to flip it to that one. Notice now I can see a bunch of circles. Why? It looks kind of cool, actually, but why can I see all those circles? Because I only have from here to here, I only have 200 little circles. And whereas if I use that on this shorter line, 200 circles might be enough. Or if I did it on this little line here, 200 circles would definitely be enough. So I'm going to go back a little bit. Here, before I use this, I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to go Object, and I'm going to say Blend, Blend Options, and I'm going to make this 300 and hit OK. And I'm going to duplicate it a couple of times because I'm going to need 3 or 4 of these, like that. Now I have 5 of them, right? And I'm going to click on this bottom one, and I'm going to say Object, Blend, Blend Options, and this one I'm going to make like 1,000 and hit OK. So I know this bottom one's 1,000 now. Okay, so there. I'm going to make my pencil tool, and I'm going to do this one more time just to show you the difference. So here we go. And again, this doesn't need to be perfect because I'm just doing it as an example right now. Okay, so I have that one. I'm going to take my selection tool and select this bottom one, which I know I made 1,000. And I'm going to say Blend, Replace Spine. Ah, look how smooth that is now. Now I could take this guy and shift click with this one up here and do the exact same thing. And I'm going to get a pretty smooth, that's smoother than that 200 because I moved it to 300, remember that? So now I've got 2 done, this guy, and this guy will be used for these chunks here. You know what? Let's just do it quick. Pencil tool, draw this, select that one, select this one, Object, Blend, Blend, Replace Spine, and one more time, pencil tool. This one's just going to be a little like that. There, there, Object, Blend, Replace Spine. Don't need this last piece. There's my logo. Shut off my underneath layer, and I have the Helen logo there. I have it also in blue. I did this in blue earlier. Maybe. It's going kind of slow. There it is in blue. There it is in orange. Let's shut off the orange there. I kind of like the blue one. Actually, I kind of like the orange one. I like them both. It's okay. There's the Helen one. Okay, there's the blue one. Let's save this blue one. So I'm going to go File, Save As, and let's save an Illustrator file on my desktop for now. And we're going to call this, not test, we'll call it Helen. Helen AI on my desktop for now, just for quickly doing this. Now, what I really need is a PNG file on this. So now that I've saved that Helen.ai, come on, you can do it. I'm working the computer pretty hard right now. File, and now I need to say export as, right there. And on my desktop, I'm going to have this into a PNG file and hit export. It's important that you have that PNG file. And we can leave it at 72 for screen and just hit OK. The background should be transparent there, which it was. Get this out of the way. And now, let's delete this. Okay, so let's go. So now here I am in Adobe Dimension. And what I want to do is I want to start by clicking on the shapes that I want. And how about let's create the, I don't know, Helen, I guess water bottle will be fine. Or should we do beverage? Square bottle, cylinder. How about the Helen? Yeah, I'll do just a water bottle, rounded water bottle. I think they're kind of cool. So I'm going to bring that in. So click, drag, and drop it into this space here. There we go. Clicking on this square and dragging up will change the size of it. But if you hold shift while you do that, it'll actually change the size of it proportionally, like that. So there we go. So now I have my water bottle here, right? And I'm going to click on my water bottle, and I do want to give it some kind of color to it. I think I want it to be, so here we can change the material. So here we can do like a metal water bottle or plastic, right? Metallic like that. I'm thinking about that blue and thinking about this one down here, this glossy one. That I kind of like that. Now what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna click only, here's my water bottle that I'm seeing here, it's right here. Click on that, and you can double click on it and open this up, single click on the folder. And now you can see there's like a safety ring here, there's a bottle and a lid, they're all separate. So I'm gonna click on the lid, and now I'm gonna say, hey, on that lid, let's do a cedar texture. There we go. So now I have a white bottle with a wooden lid. That's the kind of style that Helen's company really are good at. So next, I'm going to click back, and I'm going to say, okay, not on the safety ring and not on the lid, but on the bottle itself, which is this part here, I want to bring in, here's my action underneath it, I want to bring in, by clicking here, oh, not that one, sorry, wrong button, let's undo that. I want to place a graphic on the model, so that's this one right here. Click on that, and now we have that Helen PNG file, and open it. And now look at what I have. I have that logo I just created. Now, I think that the logo doesn't quite fit this direction, so I'm going to click here and spin it 90 degrees, like that. And I can move this into place. And it's kind of cool how it wraps around the bottle. I think that's pretty interesting and unique. There we go. I have my logo. It's maybe a little too big. I'm going to bring the logo smaller. So here, I still have bottle 2 there. Let's delete that. Get that out of here. So on bottle 1, I have my graphic here. See that? And now I can grab this and hold shift. Maybe just shrink that down just a little so it fits a little nicer on the bottle. I like that. There we go. Beautiful. All right. File. Export. Actually, you know what? Can I do save as? Save as. No. Nope, nope, nope. You know what? I'm going to save it Helen on my desktop, save, and that's going to export it. But I think I need to render it. So now it's going to render. So this is a beta, so it's going to render it. Export file name will be Helen. It's going to save it locally. Quality is going to be low. So let's save it as a PNG file, not a PSD, because that's a Photoshop document. Let's just do a PNG. And it says Rodriguez desktop, so it's going to save it there. And I'm going to render. Yes, we're going to replace it. Oh, nope. Cancel that, because I need Helen final. Render it. It's going to take a minute. Look at that. It's going to look cool. You can see, look, this is how long it's going to take. 20 seconds. We're at 53%. Almost done. And there it is. Awesome. I'm going to move this out of the way. And where's my Helen final on my desktop? There it is. There it is. Really cool. That's what I want you to turn in. Throw that into the hand-in file on PowerSchool Learning, and that's it. That's your final project. Thank you for participating. Thank you for watching and putting up with me. I appreciate everything that you guys have done during this difficult time, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this final project. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. See you guys later. Bye.